won't lie, it's been pretty tough the past. It's always tough, but it's it's been hard lately. Running a business, I didn't learn about business when I started. I had no idea what I was doing, so I made mistakes. Still make mistakes. I made some costly ones that were paying off. And if you're new to this or you're in the thick of it, especially if you're in the thick of it, you know as well as I do how fucking hard it is to run a business, especially if you want to scale it and you've got this vision and you want to help people and you want to help your family. Like the pressure can be ridiculous. Maybe I shouldn't put so much pressure on myself to deliver, but I feel like there's no other alternative in the world we live in now. So I'm giving it my best shot. But yeah, just look after yourself. And that's not even just in business, like just in general. Just give yourself a break every now and then. Don't beat yourself up. It's really easy to, and just be like, why did I do that? At the time, you were probably doing your best, and if you made a mistake with the best intentions, like, don't hate yourself. Like, as long as you learn from it as best as you can. They say to grow a successful business, you should learn from your mistake and not repeat it twice. But I think realistically, sometimes you're going to make a mistake a couple of times, 3 times. Because sometimes it might be a situation where you're like, okay, it didn't work, but I know I can make it work next time. And then you try it again, and then eventually you're like, actually, yeah, this doesn't make sense. What am I doing? So it's good to reflect back and really think long and hard about something that's gone wrong in your business or your life and be like, was there a better way? Could I have done this better? And that's what I try and do now. I'm like, right. Like, for example, I really struggled with VAT. Like, we'd have some really good months and cash flow would be difficult at the same time because you're trying to buy kit and vans, and I was like falling behind with it. So I'd be like, right, we'd have a good month or good week where we'd make like 10 grand, and I'd try and pay a massive chunk off the debt I'd fallen behind with. But then, because you've used all your cash flow up, you're just like, now there's not enough to cover bills, and it's really stressful and tight. And I tried that multiple times, so I had the best intentions to pay it off as aggressively as I could, but you physically can't. You need to do it at affordable process, and be like, right, instead of the whole week sales, we're going to do 30% of the sales are going to go to the debt. And then, believe it or not, before you know it, it really starts trickling down. You're just like, oh damn, we're actually making progress. I think I was stuck in a loop for 2 years where I'd clear the old debt, and then the next quarter bill would come and I'd be like, I've literally got none of it because I've been throwing all my spare cash at the old stuff. And then HMRC are just like, what are you doing, mate? Like, you miss it every quarter, but they could see I was the good intentions were there. I was aggressively trying to pay it back, just doing it in the wrong way. I don't avoid tax. I don't agree with it at all. If you want to grow a big business, like, you can't be cutting corners, especially with taxes. If you're going to live on these lands, you've got to pay your dues, whether you agree with it or not. And look at it like this: if you've got a team and they've got children and mortgages, you taking dumb risks like that, if you get found out and they ruin you're just to save a few £1,000, you have just ruined a lot of lives because of that. So just pay the tax, man. Just don't avoid it. It's just not worth it. And if you're like, yeah, but it swallows up so much money, well, make more money then. Make your service the best it can be in the area, provide as much value as you can, and get out there and make more sales. So, I mean, I could go on about this all day. Another side of the coin is, if you're not making enough money, that's your business telling you cash flow is bad. So what's going on? Is it because you're not making enough money, or is it because you're spending too much? Really understand where you're spending your money. Buying those Costa coffees every day at Shell Garage, they add up, believe it or not. know. On my scale, like, we're not a multi-million-pound company by any means, but I can afford to buy coffees, and I don't anymore because I started tracking everything. So even that, I was saving £80 a month, not buying Costa coffee. That's just one small thing. That's a coffee a day when I was like 3 coffees a day because I was addicted to them. But like, know where your money's going, because if you don't, how can you make the right decisions? And ever since I started tracking it on an Excel spreadsheet, so every penny, personal and business, literally individual items I will put in the spreadsheet. If I buy a sandwich, it goes in the spreadsheet. If I buy chemicals, it goes in the spreadsheet. You get it, it goes in the spreadsheet. So, and then at the end of the month, I'm like, right, what did we spend on what? And now let's beat it in March. And that's what we're doing. So we saved 200 quid in fuel last month. I want to get that down to 300 this month. I know we can do it. Do we need to take 3 vans to a roof clean all the time? Absolutely not. So let's take 2. Can we get away with 1 sometimes? You know, it's just stuff like that. And before you know it, like in February, we saved £2,500. £2,500 grand. Yes, we had repairs go out, so 2 of our machines needed repairs. One of the vans needed a new timing belt, and that cost £2,500 grand, literally bang on. Couldn't believe it. But if I wasn't tracking my spending, I'd be looking at the bank account going, I'm £5 grand down in February. What's going on? I'm making all this money, but I don't feel like where is it? And that's where it's going. So, yeah, my 2 cents on it is just know where your money's going. Don't beat yourself up. Make a plan, a realistic one. Stick to it, and you will get there. You will, honestly. Just, you've got to hold on for dear life. Look after yourself. You know, people laugh at me because I bang on about it, but going to the gym is probably one of the best things you can do to just keep the mindset locked in. You know, it's really stressful running a business and family and just everything. You know, going to the gym and doing some weights, whatever it is, you just feel a lot better for it. Honestly, just get in there and just learn. Don't worry about looking like an idiot. You've run a business, you've already made mistakes and people have laughed and you didn't care, so why is it any different? You know, just get in there and look after yourself, because it helps you decompress when things are going wrong, money's tight. Just like get in the gym, exhaust yourself, decompress yourself, and then go home and go to bed and sleep like a baby. Because yeah, I find that I get anxiety, it gets so intense sometimes, and I'll just get in the gym and it'll delay it for a bit, make me feel better, make me feel human, and then I can get back to the grind the next day. So, but yeah, so cheers for watching.